Yo, what's good? It's FWC Cast, episode 10. Hope you guys are having a good time. How everybody doing today on the podcast?
I'm doing motherfucking tired. That's all I'm doing. We
Right.
here.
I don't know, man. Horrible.
I'm good. All right, everybody say your intro. It's a tough week.
Yo, this your boy Vern. What's good, Joe?
It's your boy Dark, man. Go ahead.
It's your boy Diablo Nick Spice God.
All right. A lot of crazy stuff has happened this week, including like the shooting in Philadelphia. How many police did the dude shoot?
I think like 7, 5. I saw a couple of numbers.
I think it was 6.
But
It's crazy.
like, what's weird about this is like I don't know. Like, there's multiple sides about this, which is like super weird to me. Cause there's some people that be celebrating stuff like this, which be weird.
Ignorant.
Cause they gotta go home too.
It's really
I
just it's ignorant. You shouldn't be celebrating something like that.
The only thing I found funny about like this incident is the John Wick thing. That was the only funny thing.
Yeah, that was funny.
But
Yeah, it was 6.
for the people listening, if you ain't get it, hold on. Let me find it. You said 6.
Yeah.
Dang.
All the cops are okay though. They all expected to.
It all survives.
Yeah, all the cops survived.
That's good.
This man couldn't even kill nobody. He deserved to stay in jail.
A tense standoff coming to an end in Philadelphia overnight.
Oh no.
But
Well,
yeah, that's a L because you shot all them people and none of them died.
I mean, it like it's an L for him, I guess. I guess I don't know.
You couldn't catch one body. I mean,
But
either way, it's
they said
good.
that 2 was shot in the house with him.
Oh damn.
You said what happened?
They said 2 of the police officers was trapped inside like a house or something with him.
Oh.
But here's the thing I don't understand though, cause like stuff like this is always controversial. Cause I remember like it was like I think maybe like ninth grade or some years back. I forgot what year it was, but like you remember that shooting in Texas?
No.
Which one?
There was like a shooting in Texas where like the person shot the police officers.
I don't remember. When was this?
I think that was like ninth grade probably. It was either ninth or 10th. That's all I know. But it was weird because I saw that it had the same reaction though. Cause like I understand the fact that people like of course like police don't get treated the same as like individuals who aren't police. Cause like what's interesting to me is like if somebody shoot up like just like some people versus like police, like it gets a different response, of course. But what's also messed up is that people like are celebrating it because like they're saying like it's good because like injustice in the community basically. But at the same time, like those are like people act like the police is like this organization type thing. But, like they don't see them as individuals because like some people just trying to work and go home.
Yeah, and
It's
I
like
think I think after the whole police brutality thing that happened a couple years back with
yeah,
tarnished the police force's reputation
I un-
permanently.
I understand like that argument, but at the same time, why would you wish death on somebody? That's crazy.
Right, you shouldn't do that regardless.
What I do wish is that police and like normal people got the same treatment when they do like the same crime, but at the same time, like people are individuals and they don't need to die. Like, what if you went to your job and died and got shot?
Right.
It's the same thing. Plus, like also, bro, it like imagine this, right? There's a shooter, right? And your job is to go to the shooter. those two police people was trapped in the house with the shooter. Imagine being trapped in the house with somebody who don't care about popping off.
Right.
Plus, you got to worry about getting back to your family too, so there ain't no guarantee.
They're people too.
Cause that's a job I'll never do. I ain't finna go in the house with no crazy person. I'll probably get a bomb, throw it in, grenade, throw it in there. Let that handle the job.
Bruh.
I ain't going in there with him.
That's overkill.
So what's that?
That house belonged to the city. They're gonna blow up the house.
Man, it happened in North Philly, bro. That's like saying that the city don't even be taking care of some houses.
Bruh. But still,
They can replace it.
as a policeman, you have to abide by the law.
Is there a law saying you can't throw a grenade in there?
Yes.
What law is this?
All you gotta do is you gotta mess with the gas line. you gonna be in the house, you gonna smell some gas.
That's arson.
No, but like here's the thing I did wonder though, in dangerous situations. I know like they've used like robots in the past, but like that'd be interesting to see like police robots.
Bruh. That bitch malfunction. It's gonna start targeting black people.
No, I'm dead. Somebody gonna start running. It's gonna start running like 50 miles per hour. Bro, that'd be crazy. Like the police robot didn't even need a car because it could run so fast. Like you was driving, you trying to get away, and it ran like 60 miles per hour. Hop through your window. I ain't gonna. That would suck though. Like fighting a robot because the robot made out of metal. So if it punch you, it's gonna hit different.
No, you're not even gonna
you won't even stand a chance. Like you might as well give up.
'Cause, like the robots that they use, like I've seen them use like it for like bomb threat situations. Like they just send like I think they send like a robot in there with a camera or something. I forget how it works, but that'd be interesting to see them send like some different robots, like as far as like hostage situations and like bomb threats and stuff like that. A deadly killing assassin robot.
Mm.
But yeah, that's crazy. Plus, like the crazy thing about like that story was right before that happened, there was also like somebody shot at the police here, which was crazy.
That was about you.
You said what?
That was about you.
No, I think it was near. They said I think it was like near like Harper, more like Harper Woods area.
Mm.
They said somebody shot at the police. I don't even know if they found the dude yet. they had they had a they had a picture of like one of the people involved in it.
Do you know how much you have to not give a fuck to shoot at the police? Like you just have to not care. You
That's
don't
not.
care.
There's 100% chance of what's gonna happen after that.
You don't care about life. Obviously, if you just shooting at people, especially.
Bro, let's see if I can find it. Um, but yeah, that's crazy, bro. Your life is done after that.
Bro, you either gonna die or go to jail for life. Shooting at the authorities. Doja Cat dropped the video.
Mm. Bro, was
But yeah, man, these shootings are getting out of control. I don't really know. I don't know.
yeah,
I look you liked it better when I didn't have a phone.
bro. That's crazy. I was looking for the story, bro. I thought like another story was the article. Apparently there was like a mass shooting that's not surprising. What am I talking about? There was a mass shooting. It says like on Tuesday.
Bro, a mass in
It said,
here.
yeah, they said 4 people got shot.
Oh,
That wasn't. That's crazy. That's not even what I was looking for. But like I just saw it.
254th.
But that's the. That's what I be talking about though. You can't even own a business or nothing.
Yeah, this shit's out of whack.
Let me try to find the thing I was looking for though.
So those are smashing those.
Huh?
Huh? Hmm?
Alright, we're gonna act like we didn't hear that. Oh man.
Oh, I think this is it. Hold on. Hold on. Bro. Never mind, it's not. Bro, I keep on. There's too many, bro. There's so many shootings recently.
Bro,
That's crazy.
gotta stop the violence.
But like, here's the thing, like about like that though. Like, it's like based on like events, like people stop trusting the police, which is like it's an interesting event though. Like how the amount of power you have, like, and what you do with it.
Exactly. There's some bad cops and there's some good cops. I don't know.
Cause like my thing is that I don't think that somebody should be able to like wrongly accuse you of something and nothing can be done about it.
People have a tendency of generalizing an entire group of people based on just a few bad people.
Cause like there's bad ones and good ones, but like here's the thing I will say though. I don't know why. Like I hate when I see like one officer beating like a person up while other officers watch. I don't like when I see that. Cause I feel like the ones just watching are like a part of it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Beating somebody down like that is just straight up unnecessary, regardless.
Right?
So
Cause like those people that they said it's weird. Like there's like two sides like of thinking. Cause like there's I know people that they said like they tried to run and then like because they made the police officer run. Once he caught them, he started beating them up.
bro,
But what's weird is like there's two sides of like stuff like that as far as like brutality. Cause like there's the people who say like of course like that's like excessive force. There's also the people who say basically the person deserved it for like resisting.
if they resist, you should just try to restrain them. I don't know.
You gotta control your anger. If you going off like that, you gotta do something about your anger, bro.
But
Right.
I feel like if you have a person on their back with their hands behind their back and they on the ground, bro, that's not a powerful position to be in. It's not. But,
Calm your angry ass down.
but bro, the fact that they can straight up kill like they allowed to kill somebody and not get not just all the punishment is just them losing their job, bro.
If that.
It's like dog, if a normal person went out and killed somebody, they could be doing life.
All right.
That stuff is crazy to me. But that's not what this story's about though. The story's the other way around. Just a crazy person.
Shooting on cops.
Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If I saw like one person get shot, I'll be like, I'll go ahead. I'll be way back here.
That's wild.
Bro.
I'm like, I'm doing my job. I'm gonna just buy a drone.
Ah! buy a
What
drone.
else been going on?
Weaponized drones. Take care of those situations.
Right. What else has been going on?
Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Explain that story.
I haven't looked into it, but it's kind of interesting. I gotta look into it.
It's strange. I don't know. Today,
So go ahead.
his autopsy released today or something like that. He got like a like
Explain to people who that is and like the whole story.
I guess I don't really know what he is, but I guess Jeffrey Epstein is like this. I think
Person of power with money.
yeah, a person with money. I don't know how he got his money, but he's a person of money. He's rich, and he got convicted of being a pedophile, child sex trafficking, and all that shit. He got convicted a few times in the past 20 years. But recently he got arrested again for having a child sex trafficking ring, and he got arrested and he was held up in jail. And while his time in jail, he killed himself by hanging. Well, that's what it looks like. But people on the internet are like resorting to conspiracy theories, saying that he didn't hang himself; he got murdered.
Okay, but also part of it is like they said like he knew like he was cool like Joe Biden and Trump basically. That was also like part of it, like as far as like association. But what's interesting,
He was cool.
bro,
He was cool with a lot of people. He was cool with Bill Clinton, Donald Trump.
but that picture you showed me was weird though. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
That painting of Bill Clinton. They found a painting of Bill Clinton in a blue dress in his house.
Oh damn,
The why would you do have that in there?
conspiracy theory.
I did look up some of the like. I guess it was supposed to be like a satirical painting about Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky because apparently that was the dress she was wearing when she sucked him off.
uh, broke Moses' neck.
But yeah, the autopsy said he had a broken hyoid bone, which is I guess is a neck bone. They,
Come on, right here. Know your anatomy.
okay,
She's up here.
the hyoid bone in which men is near the Adam's apple. Such breaks can occur. So yeah, it's pretty common for people to hang themselves. That bone is pretty common to break, especially if they're older. Like he was 66.
This is what I don't understand though. First of all, why would you even do a crime like that? That's something I still don't understand. I think
That's
something like that is for real an addiction, bro.
it's a mental illness.
Because
Well,
if you get arrested from that, like for something like that, you do it again, bro. There's something wrong with you.
Sick. Something wrong
Like,
with
you
you in the
can't
something
stop.
wrong with you in the head.
But like another interesting like thing about that is like I feel like people like the same energy isn't kept with like other people who do that. Because I feel like the face of like that is R. Kelly.
Yeah.
Like they made him the face of that, but like I
Something
feel
wrong with
like
him too.
yeah, of course, but I feel like the other people who did it are being protected.
Because they got money.
Bro, it's like Harvey Weinstein. Nobody even talk about him like right. Nobody's talking about him right now.
You got money.
right? That's annoying.
If you got money,
That's
you got power.
He was on tape and everything.
that's messed up though. Like
When you
that man,
rich, when you got money and you influential like that,
bro.
Sound
Like, that man not even
vigilante.
in jail right now. Cause
You gotta get vigilante Sayer on the case.
you said what? Oh,
You gotta
that man gonna die. He gonna get that man gonna get. They gonna
I don't
pull
know,
out their
bro.
corrupt buddies.
You know what would be hilarious, bro? If you read up on somebody like that, but they was super strong and they beat you up. uh, that's a crazy situation though. Like that's the one thing I don't like about that though. Cause I feel like all them other people be getting off, but like they made. Of course, R. Kelly was still wrong, and he deserved to be like get what he get.
He
But I do believe
obviously did.
that
He obviously did what he did. I
yeah,
mean,
but
obviously.
I do believe that it's messed up that he's the face, that they made him the face of that, when like there's like all them other people out there being protected. Plus, like they being protected by mainstream, like by like the mainstream, like all this Hollywood stuff and all that. That's the business they running.
Hollywood is Hollywood is
It's full of weirdos.
there's a lot of behind the scenes corruption happening in
And then
Hollywood.
like Hollywood is like tied in with politics too. 'Cause, like them politicians, like they was like on the low doing some weird stuff, and
Yeah,
they trying to hide that. And like the only reason it's hidden because like they buddies with people in power. Them actors, all of them are buddies with people in power, so all they dirt is protected, and they be the same ones who want to convict somebody else with that have dirt on their name, which is crazy to me.
right.
Somebody else do something like that, they be on TV like, oh, I never thought he would do that. He was such a nice person. No, you did it too.
Exactly. If you got money, you got power. You can influence people to do some crazy stuff, and you can
That's
cover it up.
that's the one thing I don't like about this country. People never keep the same energy.
There's a lot wrong with this country,
But
and we're too divided to even fix what's wrong. We have to We have to. Most of our issues are bipartisan issues, but we're too divided to even get anything done.
right. But I feel like there's like something called like an undeniable truth though. So like I feel like undeniable truth should be something that people should agree on. Like the thing that people disagree on is how to like combat like the undeniable truth. It's like with like the gun problem in America. People like people like the like undoubtable truth is like the fact that like people don't want other like a lot of people to die from that. Cause like who supports school shooters? Not all them type of people. Not that many people, right?
Hopefully, nobody.
So like that's the under. I wouldn't say that now, but like the undeniable truth is like that people are out here dying. But the thing that people argue about is the way to handle this. Cause all these mass shootings and stuff like that is like crazy. Like the one in, like El Paso and the one in Dayton.
Right.
Cause like the way it's like people like agree on there's a problem. Like the way to solve it is the thing that people disagree on. It's like that can never be like a central like. Could there ever be like a central solution to that?
Exactly. Like I was saying, these are bipartisan issues, but people argue on how to solve these issues because they are obviously biased to their beliefs.
Cause like, aren't we supposed to live in a society where like people choose like the best option to solve something? Like they do it for like the for everybody's well being, whether they like it or not.
Yeah.
But like, it's weird. I don't know. It's just weird, confusing.
It's a
But
strange
that man
country.
is crazy. That man is crazy. That man killed his sister. That's crazy.
Right. I don't know how you would do
You
that.
gotta, man, you gotta be awesome to do that,
You gotta not care.
bro. I ain't gonna lie. This is low key hilarious to me. But he messed up. I said that.
That's
No,
funny.
Man, this man Joe Biden.
if the video plays, what in the world?
He old.
Right.
Old. Old. Him and Bernie Sanders.
Okay, that video not playing for some reason. Okay then.
Technical difficulties.
Well, basically what he said poor kids are just as bad as white kids.
Poor kids, bro. Okay.
Right.
Implying that all white kids are talented
Bright.
and yeah, smart.
This man was tripping. He didn't even know what he said it till after he said it.
he tried to roll back real quick.
I ain't mean it.
Man,
Bro, I don't know why it's funny because the side behind him say Asian and Latino.
bro.
That man tripping.
He's
But
leading in the polls though.
That's interesting.
He's beating Donald Trump right now too. Right now.
That'd be hilarious if somebody if it's like the person he worked with whispered in his ear, he was like, "Man, you messed up."
I'm
I-
dead.
Oops.
God. But
Yeah, man.
oh yeah, ASAP Rocky. They found ASAP Rocky guilty.
Yeah, I seen that.
So
So
basically,
what's
y'all
gonna happen
listen.
to him?
But he's not going to jail, I don't believe.
Yeah, nah. If y'all listening, basically like the event happened with ASAP Rocky in Sweden. Basically, where like two dudes was following him and his crew. He told them to like leave him alone, go the other way. They ain't listen. Dude threw his headphones at ASAP Rocky's bodyguard and got beat up. To me, he deserved it, but like so basically like what happened is ASAP Rocky has to like pay like for like the whole like the trial, basically like the lawyers and all like the legal fees and all that. Plus he has to pay for like the he has to like pay the people who got beat up basically.
Well,
Bro, hype, bro, that's stalking somebody, bro.
can't say that word. Oh my god.
If you stalking somebody, you deserve to get beat up.
Exactly.
Especially, bro, I feel like if you in a situation and you initiate the action, I feel like the person that initiates the action is the one who deserves the smoke. How you gonna initiate something and not finish it?
Right. There's video. All right, Sweden. There have been a bunch of dummies in Sweden.
I ain't gonna say that though. I ain't gonna call them a whole bunch of dummies because like I don't just that's generalizing basically. I say that legal system is stupid.
That's what I was talking about. A bunch of dummies in Sweden. I'm sorry.
If there's anybody Swedish listening, we ain't mean that.
Heard it was a pretty good country. One of the best in the world. Nah, let me stop. There's just something wrong with them though. Like they got video evidence, everything of these people. I don't know. I guess it was because he was a foreigner. I guess I don't know. I don't see how being a foreigner would make any difference though.
Cause like being a foreigner, they also like um question whether you're a threat to their country or not.
If I was him, I wouldn't go back.
He said he wasn't going back. He ain't planning on going back. That was crazy with the Freddie Gibbs situation though. Cause the person said like they had like a dream about him, right? While he was in a foreign country, they said they had a dream about him, and then he got put in he was in jail.
Somebody had a dream about him.
Yeah, they said they had a dream where he did something, and basically like he got thrown in jail,
Are they retarded?
bro. And then like cause he said like it was crazy because they even said like in like court that it was a dream, and then he still got thrown in jail. And he said he thought like he basically like made like a song, but because like he thought his career was over.
Bro.
He thought he wasn't finna get out. Like he thought like his career would be over by the time he got out of jail, basically. But that's crazy because like they said like in I forgot what country it was. It was some European country, but like, they said like a woman's word means like a lot over there.
Of
It's
course,
ridiculous.
I ain't gonna lie, that ever happened to me, bro. I'm finding that person.
You had a dream that somebody. All right.
that's not, it's going to show after your
Bro,
marriage. You don't
How
get
you have a?
accused for a dream.
How's your dream not real? That you think is like how you? All right.
you gotta be off so.
You gotta be dumb. You gotta be stupid, unintelligent,
The
imbecile,
right.
goofus.
What else just happened?
Somebody named John Hickenlooper.
Huh?
Somebody named John Hickenlooper who was running for president. He dropped out of the race.
Yeah, I just seen that.
I don't know who this man is, but
Oh, Chicken Looper.
You only know you dropped out.
Dude.
yeah, whoever Hickenlooper is, I don't know what type of last name that is. Hickenlooper. Yeah, God.
That's a L. The Hickenlooper family.
No disrespect.
Oh, he's a former governor of Colorado.
Oh, okay. I think he plans on running for Senate in the same state.
Yeah.
I need to
Yeah.
know what's happening with we talking about the presidential election. We need to start talking about the Congress. Like who's running for House and especially
Yeah.
House.
It's weird because people don't really care about that. Like that's the one thing like one weird thing about this country is like do like the different like elections basically. I feel like based on like the comfortability, if that's a word, like in America, people don't really worry about politics as much. It's like people like are more worried about what's happening in their daily life than what's happening like in politics, basically.
Because politics is a pain in the ass to keep up with.
Right? Because like if you working your like if you working a job, right? You got to go there. You got to go there every day, right? You got to get some money to get some food to eat. You probably not gonna be super updated on what's going on because you worry about what's happening like just like your day to day life. But what I do find interesting is like in like poor countries like where people don't have like a say in like who gets elected. If they had like a say, like they would be all over that. Like they would, of course, they would try to know like as much as they could. But like in a country where everybody's comfortable, it's
Right.
the opposite effect.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the Jay-Z thing though?
Not
Nope.
not really.
Okay. It says Jay-Z is partnering with the NFL for entertainment and social justice initiatives, and it says he will reportedly co-produce the Super Bowl halftime show. So
Funny.
like, but like, here's one thing about that though that's interesting. I question. Like, here's the thing. Like, this is one of the things I question. If there's a problem, do you believe the problem should get fixed or not fixed?
Fixed obviously.
So like, in order, would you work with somebody that you don't like in order to fix a problem?
Why would you not like him? That'd be the question for me.
Well, in this scenario, it's because like of like the Kaepernick thing.
Oh. Oh yeah, okay. I seen some on that.
So like, cause like in my mindset, right? I believe that it's critical to work with people that who you don't agree with or don't like necessarily like in order to solve a problem. Like that's how all of the problems like solved throughout history so far with the I mean like a lot of the problems solved so far during history involve working with somebody who like people didn't like. It's like Martin Luther King. You think he always talked to people who supported him and liked him? In order to
Nope.
make an impact, he had to talk about people who didn't like him. He had to go near people who didn't like him. So like I feel like that's an important part to making change because I feel like if your ego is too high, then you can't make a change.
Exactly.
But like it's weird like how people like perceive something like this. Like so, some people are saying like yeah it makes sense, and other people are saying that he's a sellout. I wonder what the shade room thinks about it. I'm curious. I'm curious.
Beyonce performing at the Super Bowl for the next 5 years. I'm here for it. Jay
I'm
Z. Jay Z, while you're there, tell them to stop discriminating against Kaepernick and sign him to a team. So y'all done. So y'all done boycotting the NFL.
There's no ain't nobody boycott. Stop that.
Bro, Jay Z really like changing everything. He needs to be super protective because he's doing things I ain't never seen or heard a black man in the rap industry do. I mean, he's a billionaire.
Here's the weird thing about that. If somebody that wasn't Jay Z did that, they would be getting so much backlash.
Right. Jay-Z moves with strategy, and that's why he's a businessman. I bet you if this was all a different, I bet you if this was a different person, these comments would be totally different.
Right.
I ain't thinking about the shade room.
I'm dead. I don't know why the shade room was the most. The shade room was one of the most interesting.
Ignorant, toxic comment sections on the website.
Probably one of the most interesting pages on Instagram. I'll say that.
Strictly for their comment sections. Y'all just love saying anything against everything, huh? We want to change. How can you say this is negative when he has proven unequivocally that he has grown and is all about the culture and empowerment? That this is what we wanted as a culture, an opportunity to change this old boy organization. Let Hove, I don't know what, okay, let Hove shoot his shot. Okay.
But yeah, like, that's like something interesting to me though. How like people can view like the same thing in like different ways. Like I feel like some people don't know what they want.
Obviously not. Nope. Oh! I
But I also
apologize.
like but like here's the thing I don't like about like people in general. How like people have to wait for somebody else to choose a side for them to choose a side.
Can't think
That's
for
one of the most
themselves.
annoying things about people.
Can't think for themselves.
Cause like that's what happens like with like a lot of stuff like with like everything. Like people wait to see like what other people like. It's like even like if somebody says something that's lame, right? Let's
Yeah.
say somebody says something, doing a certain thing is lame, right? Nine out of 10, there was a person who actually thought like something was cool, but like just because everybody else said it wasn't, they didn't want to do it. That's one of the most interesting things to me. I don't know why like, I thought about this recently though. Y'all know like what grade was that with the Pokemon Go thing?
10th, I believe.
What was interesting to me was like everybody played that, right?
It was the summer of 2016.
I don't know that was low key fun, but I wasn't catching nothing. Like
That's why I stopped playing it.
I ain't gonna lie, Pokemon Go they deserve to get sued because like, they was putting all the trash Pokemon in the hood.
Bruh.
But
I even went to Cedar Point, and the best Pokemon I got out of that was a Psyduck.
My bad, I'm back.
but I ain't gonna lie, that game was fun though.
Um,
Otherwise, the only I feel like things that give you like a little bit of like it's weird like with the, like the idea of games like getting like a little bit of dopamine. It's cool how stuff like that can influence your day too.
Or some
You
people
said what?
actually plan their entire days around playing a video game.
Like people that play games like it's like as far as like games like apps on the phone or something like that. People just get like the slightest amount of dopamine, like the slightest amount of dopamine that you get can like influence the rest of your day.
Yeah.
Cause like let's say like you caught the thing that you always wanted to catch like in a game or something like that, or you got like an achievement that you always wanted to achieve. It's weird how that can influence like your real life.
Then you walk outside, see somebody get shot. Get over.
The it's fucked up.
Yeah.
This man.
the
Really, when it comes to gaming, something I'm really interested in is the
Sure.
VR. VR
What's
is kind of interesting now.
what you say?
I said VR kind of interesting now.
I ain't gonna lie, I can see that messes people up. Some people
Absolutely.
VR.
Yeah.
it's crazy how people can like dedicate their life to like something like that.
You shouldn't dedicate your life. Are you crazy? You shouldn't even. I don't know. VR? No, you shouldn't be playing VR for that long.
Well,
That's
yeah,
they
right.
got. They got games like Minecraft, which takes, if you like really into it, that takes up hours of your time. If you sitting there playing Minecraft for hours, you shouldn't even. That ain't good. Like
Yeah.
I got
But
motion. I was when I was playing VR when I was at Western. They had a whole VR lab, and I was in there for about a hour, and I was getting motion sickness. I had to stop.
how do you feel about like digital achievement?
Digital achievement.
Like as far as like gaming goes, like digital achievement, it's like when somebody, it's like if you like you're playing like Minecraft or you're playing like whatever game, and you get the achievement that you always wanted to achieve. It's like as far as that game, like let's say like you built the thing that you always wanted to build and it took forever.
I mean,
Like
it's a
achievement,
it's a short term. It's got something to do with the human nature. We love setting goals and achieving them. But I feel like
like
stuff like
I
that is
don't think
just stuff like
that's
that
wrong.
is like
That gives you dopamine. Achieving something in a game.
but what's crazy about it is like if you like built like an entire world or something like that in the game or something like that, you get like this huge achievement, and then like something happens with it, like the game crashes or something like that, and all of it gets erased, and like you just lose everything.
it's tough.
It's like it's like something like getting that achievement can like brighten your day, but something like losing your achievement like that can like ruin the rest of your day.
It can either ruin your day or you get the motivation to start over.
I ain't gonna lie, I wanna build a game where you gotta do hard work, but it like this. I can like control when the game crashes.
You hate it, bro.
That would be
You
hilarious.
will get death threats.
For real.
Niggas gonna be out there wanting to kill you.
I'm dead. But like one of the like most interesting things like I thought about is a point in time like the where like a game like basically like, you play a game like the game's actually controlling like a robot which is doing actual work in reality. Like you said what?
You say you playing a game, but the game is really a robot doing work in real life.
It's like let's say like there was like a community that didn't have like a lot of resources like like not enough food and things like that. So like let's say like that was like the idea of the game, but when you play the game you were actually moving like an actual like robot which was like so you were helping people in real life by playing the game. That would be like an interesting thing.
Bless you.
That was my window.
No.
But the only like bad part about that is would be like if somebody not good at the game,
Dog.
Or you
you know,
get
people go outside because of you.
or you get homicidal.
No, oh no,
Yeah, it's not a good idea.
no. I mean like a game where you, like a peaceful game, not like where you kill anybody or like do anything like that.
I don't think it's a game if it's reflecting on real life.
I feel like, but I don't know why. Like, the best game I ever played, I say this 100 times was Harvest Moon. That was the best game I ever played. I don't know why. Like, it's because like there's something about like how it connected to life and like the sense of achievement felt so good. I don't even know how to explain it. There was no like I didn't play like any other game that had like, the same sense of achievement.
A lot of games, that's how it feels about for a lot of games in that certain like genre. Simulation type games like shit, Harvest Moon, Animal Crossing, Minecraft.
Special
We
Animal Crossing. You need to put
games,
hours in that.
yeah, games where you get to like create. It's like games like that
Yeah.
that manipulate the I don't really know how to phrase it, but like to manipulate the a person's urge to create.
Right. Plus, like it's like even like in that game, like with farming and things like that, you gotta get this. You gotta go to like a person. You gotta buy the seeds. You gotta go back. You gotta get the watering can. You gotta plant it in the right soil. Once you plant it, you gotta wait. You gotta wait for it to grow. Plus, you got animals too. You gotta watch your animals grow. Your animals can get sick. I don't know why there's something about games like that that's just like that's like my favorite type of game. I like games. Like I don't know. I think like the best games are games based off reality.
Monster Hunter. That's a good example. That's basically a game where you just hunt monsters, but it's like certain ways you can approach it. Like in those games, like each monster has their own type of like temperament, and it's up to you to choose how you want to like approach that monster and try to kill it. I never played Monster Hunter before, so that was just my take on it.
I ain't gonna lie. The worst thing
Yes,
about that
game like that.
game, bro. Wait, go ahead.
No, I'm saying that's another game that's like that. That's easy to get addicted to, get into, try different approaches.
I could have
It's
bought,
just like the simulation aspect of it.
yeah, I could have bought that game. I think it was like, I think Monster Hunter costed like $15 on the PlayStation Store, but I changed my mind. Decided to
Bro,
get some. They got decided to buy a sample pack for FL Studio. I gotta work on that today too.
yeah, man, how's that been for you?
It's been going
Mm,
smooth so far. I learned how
bro,
to. I
your
learned.
brother's starting his dream. I don't know.
I'm dead. So far, I've been. I learned how to chop up samples. That's what I learned 2 days ago. I ain't do nothing yesterday, but today I think I might get back into it. I learned how to chop samples. Basically, now I just gotta learn how to use the plugins and stuff. And then once I learn what every like plugin and shit do, basically this is really just like a whole learning how to do sound engineering and sound designing because you can put a sound in there, you can manipulate the
Right,
sound to what you want it to sound like and make it sound cool.
bro, because I just got like the RC20 plugin, bro. That plugin is great.
For Logic,
I think you can use it for like everything. I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna look it up because I'm just not getting into this stuff. So I'm,
I
I'm
can
a,
think, I can tell you the link later, but yeah, cause like basically like it has like a wobble effect on it, basically like so like it can make like your sound more interesting, but it also has like noise basically, where like you can have like a vinyl like basically like sound. Like, you can control other things too, make like your stuff sound more interesting.
yeah. But as of so far, I've just been making like short little like beats and stuff to test my skill or like to test word. Basically, just practicing. I don't.
Bro, I noticed something interesting though. Like you know how some people like draw in their stuff.
Yeah,
I've never done that.
I don't know. You could either like on Fruity Loops. There's an option to like create. There's an option to like type out notes on your keyboard.
Yeah, cause I know like a lot of people do that, but like I just like play it. I don't know.
No, I need me a MIDI keyboard for something like that.
I just play it on my keyboard. I just do it.
You could draw it out. You could draw it out. You could use a keyboard. You could use an actual like keyboard. You could use a typing keyboard and an actual like musical keyboard.
I might try to do that, but I don't know if I want to though, cause like I don't know. I feel like drawing it out, you're not really like you don't get the same. You might not get the same feeling.
Nope, don't feel the same.
Not playing it.
I've been getting a lot of inspiration too from like from other genres of music. Like dang, I wish Amir was on here. City pop,
Oh my god.
Japanese '80s music.
Well, yeah,
That
I do miss that though. I ain't gonna lie.
that shit do bang.
Right.
If
Before
if
that,
I've been yeah, this dude Amir, bro. I was talking about how I appreciated city pop a lot in the group chat, and a day later, this dude Amir sent me a YouTube link about the history of city pop, and he was telling me that's it was basically the history of city pop and its resurgence in recent years. And I told him thanks, and this man sent me I don't know what the hell it meant, but he sent me some Korean text.
that man know good and well you black. Can't read that.
And then he said, I said thanks, and then he sent me a Korean text. That shit was in the Korean language. I don't know what that meant. And then he said, no problem. And I didn't respond.
I ain't gonna lie. What if it was a death threat?
I'm dead. How did he even do that? Oh, he does have an Android. That Motorola.
Oh, dude.
Which I just been getting a lot of inspiration from that. It's really good to like expand your taste in music, because if you just like listening to one genre of music, you gonna be out of ideas. I just feel like you're just not gonna have a lot of ideas to work with.
Right, like I do feel like that though. Like I feel like a lot of people doing that are coming up in music now, like they're super repetitive.
All your music, yeah. If you just like one genre of music, all your music gonna sound the same when you try to produce.
Like that's the biggest critique I see about people nowadays. Cause like it's like artists coming out of the city and like even like artists like that are even mainstream. I see people saying like all this do like this dude like all the songs sound the same. I always see that.
Yeah, that's why it's important to listen to different types of music.
Cause of course like you gonna have the same voice, but I feel like the way you approach things like you should like have different mindsets when approaching like tracks. But I also feel like people that like blow up, right?
Right.
Sometimes like they be thinking like I gotta make as many tracks as possible. I feel like I would never want to do that though.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, you can make as many tracks as possible, but like, don't. You shouldn't
No,
release as many tracks as possible, because not all
I'm,
of them are gonna succeed.
people be like I'm making like 50 songs in one day. I'm like, bro, like I feel like you should take your time with everything.
That's mentally exhausting. Like that's just straight up.
Plus,
Why would you do that to yourself?
that was one thing that Rick Ross talked about. I was watching like an interview with him. I think it was like Hot 97 or something, and he was talking about how like not getting sleep affected his health.
Yeah.
And like the doctor told him like he needed to like he had to sleep because he said he was like positive and stuff like that to stay awake.
Oh, yeah, that's not good, especially for creativity of being at your optimal state in an optimal state.
You
I ain't
got.
gonna lie. I am at my best state when I'm like a little like it's not like super tired, but like a little bit tired.
Bro. For me.
Well, I'm talking like for prolonged periods of time, like if you're not getting sleep, because
I ain't
part
gonna,
of sleep is information processor, so it's a little
when,
more connected.
when I'm at
It's
that point,
useless that information.
I ain't go to bed till like 5 o'clock last night, so I'm fucking exhausted.
I ain't gonna lie. I got like 2 hours. But like I feel like when you at that stage, like when you it's a long period of time, I do this thing where I think I thought it was the greatest idea ever. Once I go to sleep and I wake up, I notice it was dumb.
I think sometimes I be thinking of like really cool melodies, but I forget it.
So I hate that's why I be using the voice memos. You know,
You ever experienced like a hypnagogia where you hear sounds or basically hallucinate? Not hallucinate because your eyes closed. So
I
That
told you about that one
that's
time, bro.
that's what it's called.
yeah, hypnagogia.
Hypnagogy. Okay.
Bro,
Cause
I remember
I
one.
for sure be thinking of some cold shit, but then I forget about it later. I be
Right.
I be sick.
I'm not even a musician, but I've been feeling like hearing noises, beautiful melodies. Then I wake up and forget them.
Right, because like that always happens. I think it's on cool and I forget. That's why I be using. That's why I be using voice memos now. If I got a melody, I just hum it and then save it for later.
Voice notes.
Yes.
That's type.
That's what I'm about to start doing. Honestly.
I need to start keeping track of my dreams more. I started a while ago, but
I
I
always
stopped.
forget my dreams. Like I be like I don't know. It depends on the dream too. So I remember that one dream with the sun, but when the sun went out, bro, that dream will forever stick with me.
I'm dead.
Bro, yeah, I remember this other dream where like I was in like some other country and we got nuked. And bro, dreams like that, bro, I don't forget.
Yeah, stuff like
I had a dream I was in a country that was getting nuked, and my twin cousins was Marines, and I had to go in there.
I don't know why, but I had a dream about the abuse of your object, or the things you own.
Bruh.
That was a theme around the dream. Like you just didn't care about your stuff at all. You just left it laying around.
Bro, cause like bro, I was in like some other country, bro. I looked up in the sky, bro. I saw something like from like far away, and this man said, "Don't worry, it's a missile, right?" And this other dude said, "No, it's a nuke." I don't know why. Like in the dream, I tried to hop over her face, and then I died.
No, you gotta get under their desk. That's how you do.
No, I'm dead.
I don't see how they back in the day. I don't see how that would do anything for people back in the day, going under a desk.
I ain't gonna lie. Back in the day, people was evil.
Yeah.
That's
But then
like
you,
that had to be like trying to deflect a bullet with a piece of paper.
I don't know. That's lucky, bro. What if like you tried that and you survived, but everybody else in the room died?
Bro,
Man,
imagine the survivor's guilt from that.
I ain't gonna. That's so crazy though. Like how I just go up and calm down so fast, bro.
Yeah.
That is man.
Dreams are weird things.
I don't know why I'm feeling like a dream.
so what happened?
I had so many nuke dreams. I had a dream that we was about to get nuked, and the sirens start going off, and I had to look it up. And the Google searches, the first thing that popped up was World War III. I got scared and woke up immediately.
Man,
I'm dead, bro. But what's another weird thing, bro? Sometimes I be asleep, right? Like it's like super rare that it happens, bro. And I don't know why. Like I say like basically, and that wakes me up. It's weird.
Bro, I don't even
I
know.
don't, I don't know why that happens. It's like super rare though, but like it just happens. I'll be like, huh? And then like my own voice just wakes me up.
Sleep is weird.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. That's bro. People that sleep with their eyes open, bro.
What?
You ain't never see somebody sleep with their eyes open,
No, I would have. If I ever seen, I would think they would be dead.
bro. Somebody that'd be scary, bro. Uh,
People be talking about sleep is the cousin of death. If death is like being asleep, then I wouldn't mind being dead. I mean, I ain't got no choice because I'm dead. But
I ain't gonna lie. I be feeling different about sleep, like depending on like the stages of my life. Cause certain times I be feeling like it's a waste of time, but like I feel like when I'm not comfortable, like I be feeling like sleep be like a waste of time when I can't get it. But I feel like when you super comfortable and like you actually do get sleep, like you just think it's like great.
oh damn,
Hotel beds though, I ain't gonna lie. When I hotel beds, bro, like I always get sleep on hotel beds.
I feel you.
Of course, I ain't go nowhere. I ain't go nowhere in years, so I don't know what that feels like anymore. But
but I don't know. Hotel beds feel different.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's the way they do the pillow. I don't know what it is, but I be waking up feeling good. But when I sleep on something else, I be waking up feeling sluggish, bro. Tuesday's finna be my worst day, bro, for real.
When you go back to school,
Yeah, cause I got an 8:30 class, and then I got like class I got that I think I got like a 4 to 6:45. Then I got like 7:15 to like 10 o'clock.
I think 2 days is my best class. Only my best day only got one class that day.
I got class all day.
It's a fitness room at the campus I'm at. So I think when I get out of class on Tuesdays, I'm about to hit the gym for a couple hours.
Uh, Plus, bro, I got 3 animation classes, bro. My life is like now, it's long, it's finished,
Dog.
I'm gonna Skype y'all while I'm working. Plus, I'm also like, I got like 2 days like where I don't know why they do that with jobs on our campus. Basically, like you gotta be available in the morning, and like I like have the thing about like that is like I don't like night classes. I rather handle everything in the morning so I got the rest of my day.
Right. Ooh,
I
right.
don't know why like having like classes at night low key make me nervous. Cause like I don't, like I feel like I can't be comfortable during the day if I know I gotta
People are
go
weirder
somewhere.
at, you know, to me, people are weirder at night. You see a lot of weird stuff.
A lot of strange people, right?
Man,
Or that is your mind playing tricks on you.
I just
No,
I just don't be feeling comfortable because like I don't like I feel like when I have classes at night I spend my entire day like waiting for like me to go to that class, so like my entire day like it doesn't feel comfortable.
so you had enough energy to be in that class.
My
Bro, I
fault.
remember, well, go ahead.
My thoughts get darker at night.
Yo, what?
My thoughts.
Oh, bro, the bro,
Happens.
I remember I had a drawing class at night last semester, bro. There was some days where like that felt great, and some days where it felt terrible, bro. Like having a jaw standing up while like you tired, bro. I would start when I was drawing, bro. I would literally start rocking from side to side because I couldn't pass up.
No.
I ain't gonna lie. I saw the effects of not getting no sleep. That my first year.
You always talk about you about to lose consciousness.
Oh, for real, bro.
Man.
I was in phase I never discovered before.
This dude Abdullah used to go through it.
No, I ain't gonna lie. The worst time I ever
Man.
experienced was when I was in that lab, bro. Cause I forgot how long I was in the lab. It was like for like a super long period of time, and I did it without even moving, like getting up. So like when I got up, bro, my legs felt like super weak, bro. You know in a game where you get shot up and like you barely like you limping,
Dog.
and, bro. That's how I felt. But in real life, bro, I didn't think I was gonna make it back to the dorm, bro. Bro, and then like I didn't get sleep in so long. When I tried to close my eyes, bro, they wouldn't close. It was weird because like it's like they automatically open back up. So, and then like bro, I finally got to the bed, bro. When I laid down, bro, I closed my eyes, but I felt like my heart beating. I thought I was gonna have a heart attack.
Dog.
Right, and then I closed my eyes, bro, and I heard people calling my name.
That's
Around
your body telling you to go to bed.
no,
That means you need to go to sleep.
bro, that was probably the worst experience I had.
I had that happen to me before though. My heart start beating all hard, trying to go to bed.
No, I thought it was the old. I was like, if it like this, I'm gonna accept it.
I feel like about to have a heart attack.
Cause my legs stopped working for a second, so I couldn't even like I had to wait before I even got up because like I couldn't move.
That too, sleep paralysis.
No, I'm not talking about sleep paralysis because I was fully awake. I was in the lab, right? I was trying to get up out of my seat, bro, but my legs stopped working.
Bruh.
Still on the computer.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, that's dangerous. I noticed how dangerous that is, like standing at a computer screen for a long time, bro. That's dangerous.
Computer. You said what?
Staring at a computer screen for a long time, especially while you tired, bro. That's dangerous.
Yeah, computers. Interesting thing.
Bro.
They want your soul for their own.
Look, most of my work requires my computer, so I don't know if they could have my soul.
Pretty much everything we do. Technology.
Bro, I'm lucky scared of the after effects of this though. So I feel like when we get old, like everybody vision from this generation finna be gone, bro.
Our lifespans expected to get longer though.
Bro, but I feel like we like don't they gonna get longer, but we gonna suffer more because of what we did.
I mean, I
Bro,
don't know.
our hearing is gonna be terrible. Our vision is gonna be terrible.
Unless you merge with the machines.
No,
I mean, we are gonna get older and technology is gonna get better, so we're gonna have stuff that's gonna help us. That's gonna help our senses better.
but like I feel like as like technology advances, like I feel like there's gonna be like certain gaps within like society. Like we're like it's like with the pharmaceutical industry, it's like how like they can like charge like whatever they want for like a drug basically.
Well, yeah, that type of stuff depends too. The economy. corporations at that time.
Bro,
Medicine, technology.
bro, imagine the future, bro, like where everything's done by computers, bro. Do you know, bro, it would be crazy if like hackers were like super common.
Yeah, that's kind of it now.
I mean, like, but when I say super common, I'm like, you're in a room full of people, right? Let's say like 1 out of 5 people was a hacker.
Bro, I don't know.
That would be crazy. Futuristic hackers.
That's what the finished machine was there for.
I ain't gonna lie, that man, TJ got me worried.
To protect the machine souls.
That man saw, that man saw mess me up.
This man was
But
really rapping about how to commit fraud.
oh, that
Bro,
man's serious.
bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I understand like a scammer, but like a hacker, bro, I can never be friends with no hacker, bro. Because if we ever fail out, bro,
He gonna expose you.
on my life,
Right.
He gonna
uh,
tell.
You know.
He probably know everything. He know the stuff you watch.
going, eh, I'm talking about as far as money. Your bank account for the go to zero the next day.
He gonna expose you and take your money.
Dude, you
He
can't even
gonna
defend yourself. You broke. You can't even hire a lawyer.
he gonna be broke and embarrassed.
Right.
Gonna be so broke the bones for the make fun of you. Uh, but that's so crazy though, like that. Bro, this man, I ain't gonna lie, that man made me laugh so hard, bro. Cause this man did a no jumper interview, and he said, he scammed Black China. I started dying,
What?
bro. I forgot how he said he did it, bro. Cause he like like them promotion things on Instagram.
Yeah.
I forgot. He said she had like one of those or something. He did something where like he took out some money and like basically like she had to basically like, but it wasn't his money, it was her money or something like that. It was crazy. That man be openly saying it too. Oh, that's crazy to me. How
Yeah.
you be openly saying it?
He don't care.
Because he said like on a no jumper interview, that's the one thing like he was talking about, like there was something like what if he got caught and stuff like that, and he said that they can't prove nothing.
That's frustrating. Because obviously he did do something, but they just can't prove it.
What if somebody stole your money, but you can't prove it? You can't prove it. That's what you do, though.
I think that's the deal with like a lot of scammers though. Like once they take your money, that's it. You can't just get it back.
Uh, I ain't gonna
I
lie.
mean, you can try to bust their little ring, but
They low key. I ain't gonna lie. They low key like some of the smartest people though. Cause like, bro, I remember my mom said so. It was weird though. She said. I forgot what she said. She said something like black people be stealing in person, or white people be stealing on paper.
right.
Bro, but like that's low key the smart way to go though. Too. I ain't gonna lie. Cause the person can't even beat you up for doing what you did. Cause like you don't know where the person at. That's low key frustrating. You probably gonna base something, get mad at the person.
You gonna accuse the wrong person.
You gonna get mad and break your computer. But
Hope I don't go through nothing like that one day, cause I'd be
I,
one angry. I'd be one angry person.
but imagine you had $1 million and that happened. Your fuzz, you look at your bank account, it said zero.
I'm calling the IRS.
Find this dude. He run to cop that government job on the first day he can.
I'm dead. Calling the IRS.
I'm gonna call the IRS and say y'all got job applications.
The IRS, the RMS, the government, the Department of Justice.
Bro, what's the worst is like when it's somebody outside the country, bro. 'Cause that's the O's.
Right.
Oh yeah, it's definitely you get scammed by some Indians or something.
Bro, I remember like my dad said my
Indians
grandma.
get a
He said
I think that's messed up because Indians get a bad reputation. The tech
Yeah,
reps.
being scammers.
You,
Dog.
I'm not gonna say that, but yeah, that's a little messed up. Tech- Indian technician got a rough, legit.
Right. Oh man. Imagine if you an Indian tech, India IT, bro. They work for like Comcast or something, and they call you.
Man,
They think, and you think they're a scammer. Yeah, that's got to be rough.
Well, that video was funny, bro. Dog.
What video?
Bro, that video that you showed me, bro. Bro, what the dude was trolling the dude. He thought he got into the dude's computer.
Oh,
Like,
I'm dead.
oh, that's funny.
You
Dog.
should. Indians do get a bad rep with that type of stuff.
That's so, bro, cause like I remember like my dad told me about like my grandma, like she said she thought she won the lottery, but it was like some Irish sweepstakes or something like that. But it was a dude calling from like Jamaica or something. He was playing.
Right. Man, that joke
Them
would
Niger-
that
I
joke
ain't
would
gonna lie to you, them
infuriate me.
Nigerians too. The Nigerian scammers,
Yeah, you got to look out for Nigerians too. I ain't
bro.
never seen no Nigerian scammer though.
They said like when you land when you take a plane to certain places you be landing, they be trying to scam you as soon as you land there. They be waiting at like the airport waiting to scam you when you get off the plane.
Bro.
Bro, I'm looking at them dude. I'm about to sneeze at me. Like,
that's how was the in Mexico. They wasn't scamming, but they was everywhere trying to sell cigars. There's one dude. He called my dad a pussy basically because he didn't buy a cigar.
bro,
Bro.
He trying to entice him to get one.
bro, what's the weird like places where you can't drink the water? Like, what do you do?
I don't know.
Like, I always wonder that. What do you drink when you in a place where you can't drink the water?
Bottled water.
Oh, yeah, true.
That ain't always available though.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, though. Like, I don't know. Those people got a rough. They
But
lie.
what if you in a place that don't got bottled water though? Oh,
You gotta take the risk.
That's what I was saying. It ain't always available. Gotta break a few laws for
Maybe
some water though.
you can come over with like kind of distill it. Maybe.
you gotta heat it up.
Yeah.
That's another thing though. Those countries in Africa that's always struggling because of the corrupt governments.
Bro, but that's one of the reasons I say like that I feel like here like bro like if you live here bro like there's always a way to make it. Cause I
Yeah,
understand I understand that like your government was against you like they ain't give you no possible way to make it without dying. There are places where like that happens. So I feel like here everybody sometimes people be acting out like all hope is lost, but at the same time like I feel like there's always some hope. Because if people in places like that, like where their government like corrupt, and like people with guns is gonna shoot them up if they ever try to do something. There's people within like those places who like to rise up and like combat their governments. Imagine the courage that person has to have versus here,
Yeah.
bro. Because me and Runner like watched the documentary about Liberia, bro. That was crazy.
Liberia and the Congo.
Yeah, because in the Congo, like they've been using like the Congo for a long time. Cause like it's like with the rubber, like getting rubber from the Congo, the rubber trees.
Yeah, the Congo got like the Congo got like this certain material that's used on most
Phone
electronics today,
technology, yeah. Bro, that's
and they've
crazy.
been fighting over it for years.
They gotta get that. Plus, like they gotta get like what's in your phone with their bare hands too.
Yeah,
With some
that too.
stones in their
They
bare
ain't got
hands.
the. They ain't got nothing.
Plus, well, imagine the money they making versus the money that the people that they give them to be making.
Right.
That's low key messed up. Cause
It
like if they was
is.
getting the money that the people we like, if they was getting the money that the people that was profiting off them was making, they could flip their whole situation.
And then in Liberia, them people there are just straight up
Plus,
barbaric.
plus there were AIDS and malaria too. But they had kids smoking crack.
Right.
Like that white dude that was in Liberia, he said he had just got out of the hospital for malaria. They said that
Yeah.
like he just got out of the hospital for a cold or something.
Bro, cause like that's tough, bro.
That's just something you catch over there, like it's nothing.
Imagine you got beef with somebody. They say they gonna eat you.
Right.
That's
So you
wild.
beefing with somebody with malaria, and all they got to do is spit on you.
But,
I got some malaria bread mosquitoes. Release me in your enemy's house.
but
Unleash a pack of mosquitoes in somebody's house.
you gonna send them to hell. But that's weird how they did have that mail thing where you could send people poop.
Oh yeah. Wait. Was it actual pool?
Yeah,
You talking about here or somewhere else?
yeah.
Hmm. That is
Oh yeah, there's some YouTubers they be getting poop sent to them, bro.
But,
super.
That's
That's
hey,
uncensored.
bro, that'd be funny sending a box full of bees.
Man, people are wild.
imagine sending that to somebody PO box and the person that's gotta actually like deliver it, they smell it,
Yeah. Oh yeah. I remember now.
but
That's
they still gotta deliver it.
Bro, what if it started right there while you was carrying the package?
I don't see how that's legal.
But,
Bro, that's just ugh, man. Like, why would you even do that?
but that Kevin Gates thing was crazy though. He was talking about jail. He was talking about W. Well, I don't even want to say that. He was talking about the toothpaste tube. How you making
Oh no,
guns with that,
It was what?
bro? They basically like they were like, bro. I don't even want to say it. It's so disgusting. They'll put their poop in the toothpaste tube and shoot it at like the guards.
Bro.
And they,
that's
bro, what he
That's
said was disgusting because he said you want to know how we get it in the toothpaste tube.
I wonder how they do it too.
He said they put it in their mouth and spit it in there.
Oh my god.
Uh,
That's grounds for brutality right there. You do that, it's over.
no, but I forgot what he said. He said they do something like where like when it touches the person gets instantly like they get an instant infection, so they have to go to the hospital right away.
Ugh.
Man,
People on this planet.
man, that's crazy. but
Yeah.
but it's really weird when we think about worldly problems though, because like a lot of people don't think on like a worldly basis, because like a lot of people they live in the country and they think things are always going to be the way that they are. Because it'd be weird when you think about that, because like even like with slavery, there was some slaves who lost hope, and some slaves that still had hope.
Yeah. It's yeah, I don't know.
Plus, in places, I forgot about a place like that, Liberia, where slavery still going on.
Right.
Lib, Libya,
Still
like, bro,
still a thing in some countries.
I ain't gonna lie. The dumbest thing to me, bro. I low-key hate this, and I think all the people who do it are stupid. You know when there's a problem, right? Like it's like with like Libya, right? When people find out, like people like found out, like of course, like it's going on still, like slavery in Libya, right? And then everybody gonna change their Instagram profile to like blue.
That was
What?
Sudan, I think.
Oh yeah, I think the blue one. I forgot what it was for Libya.
Yeah,
It
I don't
was
know how that's gonna change anything at all. Just
like,
change your
that is
profile
the
blue.
dumb, that is
It's
the
like set up.
dumbest thing I've ever heard, bro.
Like, sure, you're aware of this happening, but how is that gonna help?
Oh, plus like people, the fact that people are just now aware that that's happening is crazy to me.
Yeah,
That proves how much people don't know. It's obvious that it's going on, and the people just the people just now finding out. Plus, bro, what is changing your Instagram profile going to do? Yeah, we know
nothing.
about it.
They give you some social points.
It might raise awareness, and then like some people, like a person of power might be able to like notice and they see if they could do something about it. I don't know.
Bro, but I feel like people just do it to like people love acting like they're on like a good side. Like people love having some type of badge to show it.
Yeah,
It's like, bro, like why not do something that actually like will help them?
it's a strange world we live in.
Like why don't everybody give like $1 or something? Because imagine if a million people gave $1,
It's $1 million.
right? Like that can do something. Plus,
I
like
mean,
I hate when people be acting like it's rich people jobs to like give all the money to like to like help stuff like that. It's like a situation where like a rich person give like $10,000 to something, right? And the person be like, I know he got more money than that. It's like,
yeah,
dog.
you're not entitled to my money.
Right.
It's like, why you going in another man's pockets?
Right.
So it's like the person, if you gave $1, that's doing something. You be acting like people that aren't rich can't do nothing. I hate when people have a hopeless mentality.
Right. You got to be able to care for yourself. Don't be dependent on other people or the government.
Bro, 'cause I feel like people like they don't know the power that they have.
Right.
But you not even, bro. Especially when people, like you not even, how you gonna complain and do all that when you're not even in the worst situation possible. I understand if you was in the worst situation possible, but you really not.
Yeah.
Cause nobody got a gun to your head telling you to do what you're doing.
That damn gnat keep flying past my eyes.
Uh, you got anything else to talk about?
Nope. Think that's it.
Did you read that Ebola article?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, the Ebola.
bro, I heard somebody say something about it.
Ebola.
Ebola is curable now. I guess like because Ebola was like I think Ebola just went. I think Africa went through like its like second worst or second or first worst. Either its worst or its second worst outbreak ever. I think like 2,000 people died from Ebola.
That's the weirdest thing. Like that's one of the weird things to me though about like curing stuff. Like it's weird that we have the resources to cure like all like this stuff. Like it's like the resources are already here for us.
Which I guess some scientists all right they found something. They found a way to treat it and cure it, and the mortality rate from Ebola went from 75% to 6%.
But that's crazy.
That's some good news.
It was on Twitter, and it was like an article for it.
Bro, it'd be crazy. But I don't know. One of the craziest things is like how like certain like bugs and stuff be like traveling with diseases.
Mosquitoes be carrying
Man,
some.
bro.
Mosquitoes can carry a hell of a disease.
Though if I'm somewhere else and I get bit by a mosquito, bro, I'm panicking.
Right.
Duh, for real.
So Ebola was just something you had to wait out, and it was just a guessing game.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
'Cause I remember the person came here like I forgot. I think they were in like Texas or something, and then they ended up dying there.
Yeah. One person died actually, and that sparked controversy because the person that died was black, and everybody else wasn't black, and they lived.
Oh, bro. Oh, bro. That's, up. That's messed up.
But yeah, Ebola.
Bro, but it's weird. Like,
This looking good for that though. They managed to figure out how to fight it, and even like the best way to fight it so far.
it's crazy. Like diseases are like so they can pop up so easy. It's like when people
Diseases are
first
more catastrophic than shoot. It's crazy how far a disease can travel though.
right. It's like when people first tried to like farm and things like that. Like when people like tried to like hold animals together, like have like animals there, and like the animals like created like disease was hurt to people.
Right.
It's like
Oh,
with pigs and stuff like that. Like that's like it's so easy for it to like just happen.
The Witcher. I heard about that. Henry Cavill playing as That's a game I have to play.
I gotta finish it.
Oh, I think that game was like. Oh my god. Dang. Never mind. Even if I did have the money, I couldn't buy it.
Oh, you can buy a GOG account. I got it on there if you want to play it.
A GOG account.
Yeah, Galaxy, whatever it's called.
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look that up after the podcast. I feel like we're breaking the system, and we can't let our ways get out there.
But sure.
Yeah, that Ebola thing. That's some at least some good news because there's been a lot of bad news a lot lately. So
My brother just got out. Some more good news. Hopefully, you don't
You
go back.
said,
That's my brother just got out.
well, yeah, that's good news too.
that's more good news.
Okay, we're gonna end it on a good note.
We're gonna end it on a good note. We're all gonna be successful one day. I guarantee it.
So this dictator.
No.
Dictator can be kind too.
I'm
Nice
gonna.
podcast.
Yeah, this was a nice podcast.
All right, hope you guys like this one. Go follow our Instagram at FWCcast, FWCCAST.
Also follow our Twitter of the same account name.
Yes. We got a firewall that just dropped. We got some reactions coming up on the Instagram.
Yeah. Let's be reacting.
We forgot to talk about the vlog. Damn.
How long have we been recording? We can talk about it for like a few minutes.
Our vlog just dropped, so forget all that we just said. We ain't done yet. Our vlog just dropped yesterday. Or at the time of this recording, yesterday.
So like one of the things that we wanted to do in the vlog, like basically it was like pretty simple. Like we just like walked around, like went down memory lane and stuff like that. So the community.
It's worth the watch.
Yeah, plus I spend a lot of time on that, so if y'all don't watch it, y'all must hate me.
You know how hard it is to pick out good music? No, let me stop. It's such a pain. I get gray hairs over this stuff, man. That's why I wear the do-rag. Mitchell, it's worth the watch. It's on our YouTube. Go check it out.
You got that Oompa Loompa here. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie. I'm still thinking about that bug video. But anyway, yeah, go check it out. It's on YouTube. FWC Cast. Go check us out on YouTube. It's on the screen right now.
There's the vlog. It got 7 views.
Run the views up.
It's taking forever to load, but yeah, it's on the channel. Check it out. More to come.
At FWC Cast, FWCCAST. If you enjoyed this podcast, please be sure to like and subscribe. And also check out our other content.
And you can comment and give us ideas.
That too. We need to communicate more with our audience. So if you have a suggestion, hit us up. You can either hit us up on our email at fwcproduction001@gmail.com, or you could hit us up on Twitter or DM us on Instagram. Your choice.
All right, guys, we out. Say our outros.
All right, this is your boy Vern, and we about to head out.
But man, I'm out.
So yeah, we aka Spice Guy, aka Machine Phoenix Machine Guy.
I'm dead.
Also, aka Cobomber X. No, let me stop.
Drink water, stay hydrated, wash your feet, eat food, brush your teeth.
Get outside, take a walk.
Stare at the sun. Uh-uh.
Go outside and immediately rob somebody. No, I'm playing. This is FWC Cast, and we out.